Hi there and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to go over a short foam roller series, a little bit of exercise, a little bit of foam rolling. Let's get started. I have a soft roller from OPTP. I highly recommend this brand. It is my favorite brand. So we are going to start with foam rolling the ribs. Foam rolling the ribs is super important for breathing. So we're going to take the foam roller at the bottom of the back of the rib cage, roll up and down. If you're not able to lift your hips up, just simply coming onto the foam roller and then moving it as needed. Next, we'll do the side of the ribs. So you'll find your bottom rib, put your bottom rib on the foam roller, and then roll up and down on the side of that rib cage. If you get to a tender spot, you can stop, or with this one, you can go up and down with the arm. Just getting into any places. And if you come to a spot that is not feeling great, we don't want any pain, you can just kind of stop and hang out. And of course, then moving that foam roller when you're ready. Let's get into the other side. So you'll take the foam roller, you'll find the bottom of that rib cage on the other side, and then up and down on that rib cage. If you find a spot where it feels tender, you can stop. You can always go up and down with that arm. Ooh, super tender today. Again, moving into that foam roller at whatever point feels good for you. Let's move into our neck next. So with the neck, you'll want to be super careful with the foam roller, especially if you have a hard foam roller. You can make your legs into whatever comfortable position you like. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. And if you come to a spot where you might be turned to the side and then you want to do yes, getting into those occipitals here, stretching into that neck. While we have the foam roller in this position, legs come long, foam roller comes long behind you. Let's do a couple breaths here, making sure we fill the rib cage nice and full. Taking that nice 360 breath. Feeling like there's an umbrella opening underneath those ribs. We want the breath to come from every direction, so you'll feel your back pressing into the mat. You'll feel your rib cage raise up a bit, and then you'll also feel the rib cage come wide side to side. Making that exhale twice as long as the inhale. Let's go again, in through the nose and out through the nose. Good. From here, let's bring the foam roller under the low back. Ooh, my low back is super tender. And from here, we can go ahead and do a couple crunches for the abs. So you'll go back and come up, back, come up. If you need a little bit more of a challenge, you can always float one leg into tabletop. Let's do 3 more. 2, 3. Good. If you'd like to add a turn, you can. Twist, twist. If you'd like to add that knee, you can. Twist, twist. Let's do one more on each side. One more right, one more left. Good. From here, we'll take the foam roller, we'll sit on it, and we want to do the piriformis here. The piriformis is on the glute. If you feel sciatic pain, woo! If you feel sciatic pain, that is going to be a great place to foam roll on the glute. So you'll make a figure 4. You'll drop to the side that you've made that figure 4, and you'll go up and down that glute. If you want, you can stop, rock your figure 4, up and down, side to side, really getting into that piriformis and sciatic nerve there. When you're done with that side, we'll go to the other side, making that figure 4, rolling into that buttock, that glute, stopping if you'd like, rocking that figure 4 back and forth, changing position. Now one more on our back before we start moving on to the legs. You'll want to take the roller lengthwise, and you'll want your pelvis and your head to be on the roller. So if you have a short roller, you may have to forego this one. So simply stretching the arms out side to side. We'll take a few breaths here. A lot of times we're hunched over, especially if we have babies or we're texting or we're at our computers all day long, we're just hunching over. So taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose, in through the nose and out through the nose. One more, in through the nose and out through the nose. Good. Let's take the right hand with these right fingers, finding your sternum, which is the hard bony part of your front of your breastbone really. You'll take your fingers in a fan and you'll take that tissue, your chest, your pectoral muscle, and you'll take the flesh and push it up to the shoulder. So it's almost like a half of an X coming out of that breastbone towards the shoulder. We're moving the fascia, just getting that chest to relax. The chest here is a breathing muscle, so we want to make sure everything is nice and stretched out and the fascia is moved, which is basically what we're doing with the foam roller. Right hand comes to the floor, left hand makes that fan. You find your sternum and then push that flesh up to the shoulder. Do that about 5 to 7 times on this right side, really opening into that chest, releasing that breathing muscle. One more. Pushing that flesh. Good. Let's take one more big breath in. Nice slow exhale for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale, then breathe normally. Hands are going to clasp at the top. This is a little tricky, so make sure the feet are grounded on the earth. And we'll take your whole body, we're going to move the foam roller on the side of the body, so we'll take the whole side of the body up onto the foam roller. Then we'll roll back to the middle. Then we'll take the entire other side onto the foam roller, back to the middle, and roll back and forth, side to side. If you fall off, it's okay. Woo! Really trying to control this with the abs. Let's do one more right. One more left. Woo! And then take that back up. Hands come to the side, come off to one side of your foam roller. And we'll start with the legs. We want to get into that hamstring, so you can do this one of two ways. If you want a little bit of a reverse plank, you can do both at one time. If your shoulders or your strength don't support that, you'll have, one in front that's bent, and then the leg that is rolling will be on top. And if you need to stop, put the booty down because of your shoulders and then rock that side to side, or if it feels good on your hamstring, rocking side to side. Then other leg, rolling up and down. Trying to keep those hands under the shoulder as much as possible. The further out away from the shoulder we go, the harder this move is. So move your foam roller and not your shoulders as much. If you want, you can drop the booty down, rock the leg side to side, really getting in there to that hamstring. Next will be your calf. So this time the bent knee goes behind the foam roller. Same thing here, you can come up on the foam roller with your booty up. Booty can also be down, you'll just move the foam roller. Your foot can rock side to side. Woo. Moving that foam roller when you're ready. Trying to get the whole length of that calf or that gastroc medius. This right gastroc for me I tore about 4 years ago, so this feels really nice. Always good to massage that scar tissue. Let's take both feet on right at the, I guess this is your Achilles heel. Right at the Achilles heel, we'll point flex, point flex. Then the other calf is going to come on. The foot will be behind. You can go up and down. If you want to be really fancy, you can do both at the same time in that reverse plank. Otherwise, just moving that foam roller up and down the calf as the calf goes side to side, side to side, side to side. Good. Let's take this foam roller and we're going to start with the other side of the body. So coming to hands and knees, bringing the foam roller right underneath the knee joint. Hands come out in front of you, and then you can foam roll up and down those shins. If you want to give it more of a workout into a plank, you can always, see if I can get the angle right, you can always come in and out. Personally, I like to have my weight over my body so that my shoulders don't have to work as hard. Or sorry, my weight over my foot. Again, on this one, if you want to just let everything relax, you want to rock side to side, you can. From here, we'll go on to hands and knees. The first thing, from here we'll go on to hands and knees. The first thing we're going to foam roll is going to be that front of the leg. So you can do this. The elbows bent by going up and down. Both legs. Whew. Then we want to get the inner thigh, so same position with the arms, but the foam roller will go lengthwise. You'll hook one leg outside the foam roller, and then you'll go in and out to that inner thigh. If you find a spot that you need to stop, go ahead and stop. You can maybe rotate that ankle up towards the sky. Taking this to the other side. In and out. Up and down. The adductor or the inner thigh can get super tight. Oh, mine is super tight today. So just taking a moment to let it relax into that foam roller. Good. Next, we'll be foam rolling into that quad. So we're going to do one leg at a time. The quad is that full belly of the muscle of the leg. So you'll take your foam roller right at your knee, kind of at a diagonal. You'll just be on one hand and one shoulder, and you'll want to roll up and down that quad muscle, that thigh muscle. This will feel much different when we had both of the legs on the foam roller. Up and down. If you come to a spot where you just need to let it relax, you can do that. Breathe into it. Same leg, we'll just rotate a little bit. What you're going to want to watch when we roll this TFL or the side, if you had a pocket here, you have a bursa sac right there where the pocket would be. So we only want to roll down to the knee up to the bottom of the pocket. So you'll start at the knee, roll up to the pocket, knee to pocket, to pocket. Then let's take this to the other side. First we'll do the thigh, or that full belly of the quad there. One hand and one elbow, really getting to the side. If you need a little bit more support, you can always put one leg up. If you don't need that extra support, you can have both legs down. Woo. If you find a spot where you want to stop, you can. Breathe into it. It takes a muscle about 30 seconds to relax. All right, we're going to turn on to the side fully. Same thing here. If you need to kickstand a little bit with your foot, you can. You don't have to. You're only rolling from the knee joint up to that bottom of where your pocket would be. So your imaginary pocket. Where that pocket is, there's a bursa sac. And especially if you have a harder foam roller than what I do, that could really push into that bursa sac quite hard. Good. So from here, let's get into our obliques a little bit, the side of the waist. We'll just simply put this under the rib. So before we were on the rib, now we'll just put this under the rib. We'll take the hand up and back. Up and back. Hopefully as you come back, you can feel it a little bit into that quadratus laborum, even into the one of the hip flexors. My goodness. Let's take that onto the other side. So you have a lot of connections at the bottom of that rib cage. So what we're trying to do is just get into the side. So this is under the bottom of the rib, up and down a little bit on that waist. Then when you stop, your arm can come up and down, really getting into those attachment muscles. The psoas is back there, attached to the back of the rib cage. That's that hip flexor muscle comes down into here. So just trying to find what feels good, maybe coming up and down with that arm. Whatever feels nice for you today. Relaxing, trying not to tense anything. Then from here, let's come onto our stomach. We'll want the foam roller to be out kind of in front of us. And I really love a good back extension. So let's take the foam roller onto our wrists and then push the head towards the mat. Then you'll take the foam roller and come up, back extension, come down. So this should really be stretching into your armpit. There's a muscle there that is a breathing muscle coming up. Stretching into that breathing muscle, that serratus underneath the armpit. Coming back up. Down. Up. Let's stay up. So if you want to bring your foam roller in a bit more for more of an extension, you can. And then releasing down. Taking those legs behind, bending, windshield wipering into the legs. And we'll do one final move here. So you'll keep your foam roller close by. Your knees will come as wide as the mat. You'll take your foam roller lengthwise, putting your body onto the foam roller, taking the head however you want so that you can relax, closing the eyes down. Let's take 10 deep breaths here, feeling that nice expansion through the back, through the sides of the rib cage. Two more big breaths. Slowly walking those hands underneath so that we can sit up nice and slow. Coming into a seated position, or if you're ready to stand after your practice and be done. I say to everybody, namaste. Thanks for watching. I hope you come back to my channel. Have a great day.